Happy Monday. Happy Monday,
Monday.
Paula and Sally. So good. So good. You guys, I am like so pumped right now. You are so happy that you're here. Just know that right now. Like, are you so excited that you're here? I can run on excitement for only so long, but once you put enough effort to see results, don't you think like it creates a momentum that is just, it's powerful. It's so powerful. Um, that's what I'm feeling right now. So it's October 10th, and we've known about double credit for 10 days, right? And the first few days, honestly, it takes me a few days to wrap my head around like what is happening, what's really the detail, and then what is my plan to make it happen. You know, like what do I want to make happen? And then what is my plan to actually make it happen? And you guys, I just am I'm going to share a little training piece, like drawing a line in the sand, but it's go time. And it's not really about results today. Today is about effort. Don't you think? Like today is about effort. Yes. And just get the effort in. And you don't see results today, girl, that's a part of it. That's a part of it. But are you going to show up tomorrow? Because people drop like flies. I don't know if you've ever noticed. And it's super hard to watch, but it does happen when people don't see results in the timeline that they think is proper. They start dropping and they start getting frustrated. But if you just held on with your attitude and your effort, more results than you've ever thought possible are yours to claim. Is that so cool? So I wanted to give you I've been that person. I've had friends that have been those people. And God bless you, Sally. So effort today matters because it's October 10th, you know? So do the effort that the Sally, Paula, and Katie on November 1st are going to be super proud of. And I always think about that, you know? Who is that girl on November 1st? And I want to show up right now as the girl who's going to make her proud because I'm going to do what it takes.
Yeah.
Sally, what do you think? It's just me and you, girl. I love you.
Oh my goodness. No, I'm just glad to be here. It's Canadian Thanksgiving. And so I debated on not attending. And I was like, you know what? I've got this hour. Walter's working because he has to do his thing. And so, yeah, we've got it. Today is I took the day off of my other job so that I could do our stuff. And it's a smallish feast and I've got lots of it's prepped. So today is Mary Kay fun. Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Well, Paula's back, just to let you know. Here she is.
Are you hiding in a closet, Paula?
Like I never know with the internet here at work how it's gonna work. So I just kind of roll with it. If you see freeze frames, then you see freeze frames.
Oh,
but I'm here.
but you're here. Okay. Would anybody like to start in prayer, or should I do that? Who do we nominate today?
I can do a prayer today.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
All right. Dear Jesus, thank you so much for the ladies who are here right now and the ladies who are listening in later and commenting along. Father, be with each of us as we go through not just today, but whatever day we come back and think of this. Help us to live for the present and celebrate in the future, remembering that what's behind is behind. And the only thing that matters is where we are right now so that we can become the women that you have guided us to be, that you have planned for us in advance, and that we can trust in that promise and that gift. Thank you, Father, for this group of friendship and this group of leaders who is constantly encouraging each other to move forward to what you have called us to be. It's in your name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. So true. Okay. It's just how we roll. Girls, do you know that we don't say this just to fill time, right? Because you know we could talk for an hour. So listen and embrace it as your own. Here, let's just do this since I have it ready to roll.
I can say it if you want.
We've got it right here, girls. Okay, we don't have to say it together, but here it is. We are world-class leaders. We eat work ethic for breakfast. We are comfortable with the uncomfortable. We defer to grateful. We do all things unto the Lord. We take 100% personal responsibility. We think consistency is sexy. Have you ever thought about that? I have so many thoughts on all these lines. They are so good. We are savage beasts. We are obsessive trackers. We are stewards of our time, resources, and talent. We are willing to chop wood and carry water. We can do hard things. We hashtag just go pee. We are insanely productive. We are level 10 confident. We respect deadlines and we don't do drama. Ain't nobody got time for that. We pray without ceasing. We are visionary and called. We live with intention. We stand on faith. We are known for excellence. Isn't that good? You are known for excellence. We act with boldness and urgency. We dare greatly. We are primed and ready. We fight the right battle. We are all in. We will rise. This is us. May the favors of the Lord rest upon us and establish the work of our hands for us. Psalms 97. So good, right? So good. Stop the screen share. We have work to do. Ladies, well, welcome, Jessica and Kate. Welcome to the show. We're so happy to see you. All right. So, Sally, I'm going to pass it to you first, my friend, if you are ready to roll.
Sure. So I am going to share an idea that I think Katie kind of told us about. And oh my goodness, I don't know if you can see. Go find your nearest whatever you can find. I actually ran to a Dollar General and I grabbed just a bunch of cute little bags and grab one of these. And literally, they're just the silly little things that you can get from the dollar store. You get like 4, 6, 10 in a pack, and you fill it with your samples. You put in your miracle set. You put in your charcoal mask, your renewing gel mask. What else did I stick in? I think I had some microdermabrasion because the starter kit has the refined and the microderm for this month. And put it in your cute little thing, and then send a text to your friend. Send a text to somebody who you haven't had a chance to book yet. Someone who maybe you just met. Stick some in your purse, but use the month and make it fun. My weather here, I swim in Missouri. I can't ever tell if it's going to be cold or hot. So I was hesitant to put candy in. I'm like, it's going to melt. I'm going to find it later. That's just gross. So I didn't even put candy in it. But I've got it here. I stuck in a business card. And I just can't wait to get out and hand these to real people, because most of my business has been online for a while, which is great. I like that. And I'm glad I've got a base, but I need to build new. And so having these with me to go, it's just fun. Oh, and for the longer ones, I also put in the little starter kit information. If you don't have these from InTouch, they're always in section 2. And this one that I grabbed is, I think, the older one where it's English on one side and Spanish on the other. But now they have them where it's English on one side and then the options are on the other. And it shows you, here's the $30 kit, the $100 kit. Obviously, it's not updated for October, but that's a great conversation point that you can share with someone. So grab your things. And I'm looking at my calendar going, okay, when can I schedule in my bookings? Because it's been it's a short week for me. Today is, I told Katie earlier, I'm off today from my other job, and it's Canadian Thanksgiving. So I'm working in, that means I have 4 days to catch up and do all the other stuff, right? But that means I still have to figure out when am I doing my booking time, and it's not consistent from week to week. So go figure it out, ladies. You can do it.
I love it. I love it. And just to have them ready, right?
Yes.
Have it ready and take the time. Oh, spirit from Jess.
Thank you, Jess.
Okay. Having sometimes with different projects, Sally, I just tell this to myself all the time. The result of that project could be incredible, right? But sometimes people are like, but I don't have that stuff. It's because you didn't get it ready. That's why you don't have it, because you didn't get it ready. So it's okay to slow down. And this is where we get tripped up. We're like, well, we have to go. But you actually have to slow down, get stuff ready, and like in a smart time, right? Like not when you're supposed to be doing your booking contacts, but like,
right.
If we want to get the wins, we have to put the work in, like.
So I'm glad you mentioned that, because as I sat there putting together, honestly, ladies, I had bought that stuff months ago. I had planned, right? I planned ahead and purchased it, but I didn't plan to put it together.
Yes.
And I've now lost my assistant because she's at college, thank goodness.
Mhm.
But I was like, okay, when it's worth it. It didn't take me more than 20 minutes to do that because it was all there. It honestly, my biggest part was cutting them apart, because if I tried to rip it too fast, it was spilling out everywhere. And that's just a mess. But having it there and having it in a box was just, it's not pretty. Like, no, my box of samples isn't a pretty thing. It doesn't look gorgeous on itself. It's not meant to. It's designed to stick it somewhere else and then give it to somebody else. But I sat there going, I could spend this time booking, but then I would freak out because then I would waste another hour not doing this. So it was worth it in my case. So yeah, just do that. So plan ahead. Yeah.
I love it. Plan ahead, have your stuff ready, because then, Sally, like, here's the thing. You just held up that basket filled with things, and I bet you that that's motivating right there, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Right?
It's making sure I don't stick it in a corner. It's going to be right here in the middle of my desk, taking up space.
Yes. So when you use your time and prepare these things, you guys, like, it actually motivates us even more to do the work to get the results. But effort has to come first, and it comes when no one is looking, and no one's going to give you an IPA for making Halloween bags. Do you know what I mean? But it's going to lead to something that's going to lead towards your goals. Like, we just have to be willing to do the small stuff. Oh, that's so good. Paula, I have a little project that I have to do. So, you get started, and then I will flash up pictures that she asked me to as we go.
Ooh.
Can you believe it? I am like so prepared today. I can't even stand it. Jessica, it's so good to see you.
Yes.
It's good to see you girls too. Yeah.
I had to say that while you was there and I still had internet.
Thank you.
So today I'm going to be talking about the Clear Proof. I am finding that I am needing that more with the seasons are changing. Oily, not oily, pimples, not pimples, I don't know. So some of the tidbits that I found today, it's active charcoal that's in here, and it works like a magnet. So when you're thinking of this, as you're putting it on your face, and this is how I'm going to explain it, because I'm going to do it again live on my page, because I have pictures now, but I'm going to do it live. I think of it as a magnet, like actually pulling this stuff out of your face. Like, it's weird, but it's the mental vision that I'm getting that's kind of neat. So it instantly absorbs the excess oils, and it helps reduce the shine that's in your face. You take it and you put like a even layer on your skin, and I have challenged myself to leave it on there for like 20 minutes. It's hard because it freaks Jerome out every time he looks at me on the couch. He's just like, oh. So, I mean, I could scare him for the next 20 minutes. That's kind of fun too. So it says that this product is suitable for teens who might be going through just that acne time for them, or even as adults, premenopausal, during menopause, we get acne as well too. So you will see in one of my pictures, there is some.
Are you ready, Paula?
Little acne. Yes.
Which one do you want first?
So you can go ahead and do the first one where I'm just putting it on, the before the gray. So yes, this is a picture of me as I'm just putting it on my face. It started to dry a little too quickly before I got my camera, but that is me. And what I like about that picture is it shows how dark gray it is when it first starts off. And with that, the smell is amazing. I really don't know what the other charcoal products smell like, but I know ours smells amazing. Doesn't smell like chemically or charcoal. When I hear charcoal, I think of like going outside and cooking charcoal. So that's kind of in my mind. It's like the before. It helps, like I said, absorb the extra oils that are in your skin, which I am really bad in this area. Okay, Katie, if you want to go on to the picture.
I know which one that is. Hold on. Hold on. Is this it? Oh, yeah.
So yeah, if you like look on the nose area, it started to dry, but like on my cheeks, I have a breakout that was fixing to start on the left-hand side of my face. And I just think that that's real. You know, I don't want people to think that I'm some perfect Polly over here that has it all together. No, I still have my own skin issues as well. So I like the fact that I'm going to show that, and it's a real person, and that's what it looks like. It's not pretty, but it works. That's all that matters. And for people who have combination to like who have dry spot places and oily places, you can actually use this on your oily places, and then the moisture renewing gel mask in the drier areas. Another thing that I love about this is you're not pulling and trying to tug it off your face. You just simply use warm water, and it comes off really nice. I don't know if you want to show that last picture. It's not really important, but it's me all put together after my face is all done. So this is $22. You use it 2 to 3 times a week, it says. I use it probably twice, and it lasts a long time, a good investment. So the Clear Proof Charcoal Mask.
Nicely done, girl.
Applicator.
Oh, an applicator. Don't forget. Love it. Love, love, love it. Okay, who is coming up next? Jessica, are you ready to share today? We've missed you.
Sure. I've missed you guys too. I'm not going to get into detail because there's a lot of detail. So I'll just say it's been crazy in our house lately. Absolutely crazy. And I actually did not listen to the the $1 Million Message today, but I was like, Katie has taught us a lot of things. So I can just like dig deep in my memory of like, what has Katie taught us to kind of like reshare with you guys. So, okay. So it's been crazy because like sickness and everything. And I've basically been like a walking Kleenex for the last like week and a half because all the kids, and it's so gross. So, but it just reminded me, like a couple days ago, I was just sitting back and I was thinking, and I was like, man, our life is just so nuts. Like, it's just so crazy. Why is it so crazy? And it's because I didn't put the anchors down that I should have been putting down. So like so Katie was talking about like if you're on the sea and you're on a boat, if you only have one anchor, then you're just spinning until there's like a storm and it's just going crazy. But if you put more anchors down, you're more likely to kind of like, yes, you'll bob and you'll bounce, but you'll stay in relatively the same spot. And I realized a couple days ago that I really only had one anchor down. And I was like, why did I do that? That was really dumb. Like, why did I do that to myself? So we've just been in like a reaction mode in our house for like the past like 3 weeks. And again, that just makes everything crazy. And it's like, if I would have done the block scheduling and like scheduled things out, then it's like, okay, I have this plan. Even if the plan doesn't work, it's okay because I have a plan and it's right here. And all I have to do is just try to follow it. So it's just all these great things that Katie teaches us that when I got in the thick of it, I was like, why am I not doing it? Like, I should just be doing it because it would make it so much easier and less stressful for me and Jordan and the kids. So that's what I had to say. So yeah, but I missed you girls too. And I love you. And I'm very happy to be back, even if I can't breathe. I'm very happy to be back.
And here's the thing, Jess. Here's what I think about this. I have a thought about this.
Mm-hmm.
You now are going to teach from a place of authenticity when you see someone who is struggling. Mm-hmm. Because if you have never spun in a boat with only one anchor, then you don't know what it feels like,
Yeah.
But if you have spun in a boat with one anchor and the waves are getting pretty big, then when you see someone else, you can be like, girl, anchors. Okay, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. Right? Like you have to, these are all growing pains through our business because, yes, book sell, book recruit, but you guys, this is about a lifestyle and hope and teaching and having solid like habits, all those things. And so take what you just went through and be like, lessons learned, and maybe write them down,
Yes.
because now that you've learned those lessons, like, you're not going to make that mistake again if it's important. Like,
Mhm.
and that's so cool.
Mhm.
And that's how, Heavenly Father sent us to this earth to make mistakes. So what you did was not a failure.
Mhm.
You just learned a lot. And that's so
Yeah.
good.
Thanks.
It's so good.
Yeah.
So consider yourself educated, my friend.
Well, thank you. And then the last thing that I was gonna say is, so amidst everything, I was like giving myself a lot of like mental anguish because I wasn't doing what I wanted to do in my business. Like I was like, I have these goals and I have to be here. And I was like beating myself up about it. And I was like, something else that Katie has taught us, like, okay, the past is in the past. We give ourselves grace and like, okay, that was a season. All right, time to stand up and do what I'm supposed to be doing and do something different.
Yeah.
Because if I want things to be different, I have to do different things. And exactly, Paul, I have to brush it off. So if I want things to be different, I have to do things different and not just, like give yourself grace, yes, but also still like stand up and do something different. So,
Yes.
yes.
Jessica, this is
So,
why you are needed here, my friend.
thanks.
You are needed. All right, Kate, are you ready to share today?
Sure, I am. I am. I don't have much, but I have actually something that ties in. Hi, Jessica, to what Jessica talked about. So today, my devotional it is called "The Small Step God Can Use," and basically, it's just that yes, you may not believe or understand how you are going to get to your dream that is way up here. But if you have faith to do the next small step that you need to do, God will meet you there. Not just, you know, saying, I'm not going to do anything today because that's just, my goal is like way up here and I'm like way down here. He uses the small steps because he sees that you are trying and he will meet you there. So that is what I took away from today's devotional. So whatever that one small step is, whether it's a contact, whether it's 10 contacts, whether it's booking, whatever that step is for you, or just getting out of bed, like, or hashtag just go pee, right? Whatever that small step is, just do it. And I had my party last night. It's not closed yet. So we'll see where that goes. It's kind of interesting. It could either go one of two ways. It could go, it's a gal who would like to get the discount, to be honest. So she has talked to me about the opportunity and what that would look like. So I'm not sure if she's kind of waiting to see who's going to order, and then would she be placing her original or like her order, or is she going to continue like get the 50% off hostess get or shopping spree? So we've been talking, so that's been good. And then I had actually another sharing, just messaging back and forth with a gal too, who's been in it before. So yeah, I mean, I'm sharing doing the work. Sometimes it feels like, I don't know. I do find some hard times, like when people are awake over there. I'm not getting ready for bed, but I'm trying to chill with my family. So that is not the time where I want to be doing contacts and stuff like that. So I'm trying to find this fine line of like tonight, Mac will have practice from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., which I feel like is late, but whatever. That's nor here nor there. That's 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. by you guys. So that's like perfect. I can chunk out the soccer later blocks, but I do not want to interrupt when we don't have anything, when we can all be together. And I just am like trying to do my contacts. But that also brought me to another point of Katie. I wrote down, we can talk another time, but having the text messaging system in place and I could just time them. So, and I just have to figure that out with my Irish phone number. But anyways, those are the things I learned. Yeah.
Okay, I am about to blow your mind. Are you ready, Kate Hoffman?
Yes, I'm ready for you to blow
Are
my
you
mind.
ready? And you guys, all of you, everyone. Okay, you go on to Mary Kate in Touch and you can sign up for Scipio. Okay, it's amazing. I love them. Like, I love those people. And here's the deal, Kate Hoffman, this is made for you. They made this for Kate Hoffman, so you better do it. Okay, it's kind of like you're not, when you come back to the US, you're not allowed to go to the post office anymore either, because
Okay. Yep, I know. Oh, shoot.
Kate Hoffman. Okay, so here we go. No, you guys. Okay, Jessica, hold on. You get this on Amazon. You sign up for free pirate ship and you print it over there in your printer. That is a tax deduction. This is a tax deduction. Pirate ship is free and you get 60% off of postage. You're wasting money and wasting your time. What are you people doing? I don't know. You're wasting your time. And then you send your cookie.
Hold on. I have those. I do those. But if I just leave a box next to my mailbox, the mail lady might not pick it up because I live on a country road. So she might not see it.
No, you put it in the mailbox.
It's big.
I hang it. I
In the
put it in the
mailbox.
bag and hang it. Like, you can just get it. Make a note. Like, figure it out. They're not going to be that hard. But Kate,
Well,
you can get the Scipio number. You choose
Yeah.
Michigan number or Indiana or wherever you lived last.
Okay, Kate Hoffman.
Yeah, I'll have to use my number that's on file.
No.
No? Okay.
Here's what you do, you guys. You
Okay.
go to Scipio. I am all kinds of fired up. Scipio, you sign up, right? And do the consultant version. You can do all the fancy stuff later if you want to. But you can wake up in the morning. They're going to give you a phone number. Like, you're really not in charge of that. You're going to get a Scipio phone number. They load everything that's on my customers. It's like whoosh, magically there. Yes, we are so excited. So then, no, wait, there's more. So then let's just say when it works for you, Kate, I don't know, like whatever time during the day, like you would never message me in that moment and think you're going to get a response, right? Because like that's our time is so different. But you can either text live in Scipio or you can text and say this message sends out at whatever. What if it sends out at 9 p.m. our time? Because then I'll respond to you. Did you know that? Like I'll respond later in the night, but during that golden, like you said, kid, crazy family time, like I won't respond even. And I love you guys and I won't respond to you, you know? Like, eh. So you get to schedule when your text messages are sent, but I sit at my computer, you guys, and I type schedule send. Like I sent all my messages. You could do it at 5 a.m. and they'll send out whenever you tell them to all day. What is happening? You are so excited right now. And then it's just so interesting because then it's your job to respond. And you can either respond live or you can respond and schedule a response, right? So anyways, if they respond back at a time that doesn't work for you, then you don't respond then. And I am not a slave to my phone. Like if my phone dings, I'm like, well, that's fun. Like that was a cute little noise. I don't run for it because I'm in charge, right? So, oh my gosh, you guys, pirate ship, Scipio, these are all things to help us. I promise you, you don't have to feel like just because maybe the best booking window, and this is so true, if you want to book me, you might want to contact me between 7 and 9:30 at night. Like that's when you might want to do it. But I don't want to sit in my office and text people between that. Like, I don't want to do that. But if someone sent me something, I would respond quick. You know what I'm saying? So you get to schedule when they go out. So stinking good. And it's there for you guys too. Okay. Ask me questions if you have more. That was kind of fun. Like real life things that will help you for sure. And then Kate, my other idea is for you to have, and you guys, this is for everybody, but just the specific way Kate can only work virtually. So we all have options, but what if you didn't, right? Is to find someone, and Kate has to find someone in the US. You guys could spend time and do this on your own. But to have actually, I have it right here. Have a basket of these beauty books all wrapped up, and they have samples inside of them, right? And like have 30, 50, 100 of them ready. Like honestly, that many. So then, like, this is ready to go. All I have to do is put a label right here and write her name. I have to put my return address label right here, and then postage right here. And I can help you figure out postage because it's not hard. They make it seem hard. It's not hard. You just have to ask the right questions, right? Like, I want to send this. And then they'll help you. I promise. So then I just get enough postage and bring home and put it, pause please, and put in my cute little mailing materials basket. And inside of here, these in the US at least are the butterflies that will send those packages. You need butterflies. And if they're heavy, you need extra. It's fine. But then you guys, when I do my post, yes, Jessica.
The butterflies are called non-machinable. That's why. So it doesn't go through a machine, so it won't squish the packets. So that's why you need a butterfly.
Yes, but you have to, don't ask for these because they don't like that question. Just say, how can I send this? And then they'll give you these. But it's like, let them figure out that this is what you need, but you already know because you're amazing, right? But they don't like to be told what they need to give you. I don't understand. I went one time like, you can't send that. And I was like, what? Yes, you can. I know you can. Help me. What was I going to say? I don't even know. Oh, so then when we go in our posts, we're communicating with customers and we say, like, I want to send you samples. I want to send you this and that. You have it ready, or like someone, Kate, has these all ready, right? I hire my kids, you guys, and my kids they're busy people, but they have to work if they want perks in my house, right? And then they get this in the mail so that I'm able to do a great follow-up. But this is considered a face, don't you think? If you send that and do it. Yes, I don't know who's messaging, so it just says Facebook user, but I love you and thank you. Whoever this wonderful person is. There's a few people who couldn't get on live today, so maybe it's one of them. Okay. Ladies, are you ready to get kind of from fun to serious? I mean, that was serious, but it was kind of fun to talk about. Are you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, game face. Okay. We're going to talk about what is holding you back. Cool? So I want you to take a couple, like truly jot down on a receipt or an envelope or whatever you can grab. And write down like your top 3 that just popped into your mind. What are the roadblocks that are holding you back? Good. Write them down. I can't see what you're writing, but write them down.
I was showing Kate because Kate loves sticky notes. So I was like, Kate, look, sticky notes.
Oh, yay. Okay. So write down limiting beliefs. Like there is a part of you that really believes that this double credit can be an incredible month. There's a part of you that's telling yourself a story that's not super helpful. Do you agree? Okay, so write down the limiting beliefs. And you guys give me a thumbs up when I can move on because there's like, multiple steps in this kind of thought process. And if you're watching the replay, we hope that you just grabbed a receipt or something too, or you're in your notebook. Oh, it's Kelly. Kelly's our mystery commenter. We love you, Kelly. Oh, there she is. Okay. Are you ready? Can I keep going?
Yeah.
Thumbs up. Okay. So then you take one of those. Okay. Just the first one, it doesn't matter. Probably the biggest one that you're like, oh, this one I know just drives me up a wall. And you write it, you write it at the top of a paper, right? Like in your journal, your whatever. You write that limiting belief at the top, and then you give it, like, explain it, like say, okay, example, time. What if time, right, is like a limiting belief? I don't have enough time. Like, you go through and you list why that's a problem. So like, you're like, well, I don't know, why do you not think you have time? Like, what makes that real? Because it is real. You guys, listen to my heart. I love you. Please listen. That thing is real in your life because we are breathing belief into that thing. You don't have time because you're telling yourself you don't have time. That's why. Like, you are worried about you're worried about what other people might think. People don't care. And if they do, like, well, that's a good indicator. Wrong person, right? But throw that one out there. But like, our limiting beliefs are really real. Like, we don't want to be like, oh, that's not true. But for you, it's true. Like, those things you just wrote down are really true. But then you have to realize you are the only person who says those things to yourself. And every time you do, you're making that thing real. So do you want to live with those things as your reality is the question, right? And I'm like, no, I don't want to. So you take one of them and write it at the top. And then you write, like, why? Why do I think I don't have any time? Well, because Jeff works crazy hours and I'm, I feel like I do a lot of the kids' stuff on my own, which is true. All these things are true, you guys. Like, what is it? I feel, what about time? Well, today's a perfect example. There's in and out happening everywhere. Mackenzie was puking. You guys, she's laying on the couch. There's a mason at our front windows, grinding brick off, super loud. The sprinkler guy was here. I had a corporate phone call with Mary Kay, and people are like, oh, my life is so busy. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Like, I get it. But is it a good thing or is it a bad thing? So like, what else is feeding your, I don't have time? I don't know. Okay, what if I'm afraid of no? I don't know. Can you share some of your limiting beliefs? Like, would anybody care just to shout those out?
I can do it.
Paula, what were you gonna?
I was going to say they think I'm fake.
Okay, good. I mean, not
Because I'm
good.
just going to be honest. I'm not positive and trying to breathe life into everybody I come in contact with. I try, but so it's like I'm always thinking to myself, like, oh, well, hey, here I am on my Facebook page. Like, check this out. This is what I'm doing. Do this, do that. But then, like, here I am. You saw my face go like this. That's a limiting belief for myself.
So good. Okay, hashtag authenticity, Paula. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So good. Okay, Jessica, what things did you have listed? I love this.
Mine was going to be too much work. So which kind of goes along with the like not enough time, like, oh, everything that I want to do because I have this huge list of like everything that I want to do, like that's too much work. But then you just have to break it down and go, okay, well, you're not going to do this today. You might do this today, but you're not going to do this today. You have time to do this.
So good. Okay, who else had to share? Was there more, Jess? Did you have other things?
No, that was the same one.
Other ones, but yeah.
Oh, Sally, you had the same?
I had the same for Jess. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and consistency. So for me, the real truth is, just like you said, Jessica, I'm not going to do the same thing every day, but I'm going to do the small stuff that I can that Kate suggested. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is so good. So, okay. Let's just take that too much work one. Like, if you were to put that at the top, like, what makes it too much work? Like, you would just list it out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You would just list out, like, what exactly defines, and we're all different, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, what defines the too much work part? and you would like give it so much detail so that you can look at that and be like, yes, that is totally what I think. 100%. And you can go through and do all of those limiting beliefs and give them life. But you guys, then I don't know if you're going to love me or hate me, but I am who I am. So here we go. Then you're going to put down that pen. Okay, just promise me you'll do this at some point. And you pick up another pen. Okay. And you make, are you ready? You make a huge X over that story that you just wrote down. And for me, like, I don't swear, but I do use acronyms. You know, I think it's funny. And I am going to put total right as big as I can. I am going to write total BS. This is total BS. Okay. Jeff just opened his eyes like, what is she talking? Oh, go, Kate. Yes. We're talking. Go handle all the things happening outside. I will handle this, Jeffrey. Because the truth is, like, if the truth is, he's like, wow, this is what you do during the day. Yeah. Okay, here we go. The truth of the matter, you guys, is like whatever we're listing as our too much work, as our not enough time, as our I don't want to show up as someone, like imposter syndrome is what Paula was talking about, right? Is that stuff really real? Like, is that real? Oh, now Aaron's popping in. I love all the husbands. I love this. Tell him we said hello. We love Aaron too.
Sorry.
You're fine. Oh my gosh, Jeff was just, I mean, we're all everywhere, you guys.
Dinner can go in the oven.
Seriously. Please do. So anyways, the point of this whole entire thing though, this whole thought process is we are the thought, our thoughts will make up where we're headed. So if we have all of this detail towards the reason why we can't do something, then that's absolutely right. And that's absolutely what's going to happen, right? I mean, that's the truth of it. And I think when you list it out and you really look at it, like for example, let's just run with this one, too much work. Would you guys share examples? Like, is that too much to ask? Okay. Like, what is that? What would go underneath this story? Just like pop it out super quick. Cause then I just want to do something with this.
So you have all the different deals that are going on. So you have if you do a career chat with somebody, then they get a coupon thing, and then they might also get a different reward from you, like a lipstick and listen or like whatever. So you have like the coupon thing and the lipstick thing. So how are you going to organize who gets what, or if they get two, or if they get, so there's that. There's also, okay, you do have so many customers and there are a bunch of them that you haven't reached out to in a little while. So you tried to do like a mass reach out to all the customers just to say like, hi, happy fall, you know, whatever. Not right now, obviously, but because like whenever you send out the lookbooks, so reaching out to every single one of those customers that you want to reach out to and say like, hey, did you get your lookbook? Did you try the sample? What did you think of the sample? Like doing all of those things. There's the reaching out to new people, like what Sally was talking about with like the pumpkin bags. So like getting new people and getting their phone numbers, their contacts, seeing how all that stuff is going. There's the making sure that you're up to date with samples. So that way, when you have the packets, like what you were talking about, like the packets. So when you have the packets that, okay, I ran out of them, I can refill all of them. Making sure that you're hitting your sales goal, making sure that you're reaching out enough times, making sure that you're, on track just for everything that you want to be on track for. Keeping track of your inventory and making sure that certain things aren't running low or running out. Because sometimes just because like, okay, like there was recently a deal, like recently, not like right now. There was recently a deal on the eye makeup removers. So I got extra eye makeup remover than what I would normally get. So I have a normal amount that I keep in there, but I'm like, okay, well, since I sold all of these ones, that money that I would go to putting back into my inventory doesn't need to go back to the eye makeup remover. I can stick it over to something else. So then that happens a lot. So then it's like, okay, now I have to remember, don't run out of eye makeup remover so that when people need it, they can have it. It's just stuff like that. Lots of ideas that just go. I can keep going, but I figured somebody else might want to say something.
So good. No, let's keep going. Sally, Kate, what can we add here?
Go ahead, Kate.
It's we're on timing, right?
Whichever story you're writing.
Oh, well, mine's different, but Sally has the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a heck of a lot of work.
Probably like trying to balance all the things at the same time. So like, okay, this is how much energy I want to put into Mary Kay. This is how much energy to put into my home, how much energy to put into family. And then Sally, you said you had that other job. So like that gets stuck in there. And
I think, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's doing the phone call. I mean, I wrote that down, and then separately I'd written just the mind space energy. Like, where am I at the end of a work day so that I can have the right mind space, knowing. So my work is not necessarily the actual making the call. It's getting my head back into a listening mode, into an energy free mode, so that I'm not full of my negative work energy when I'm reaching out to somebody else. So that's to me, that's work.
Mm-hmm.
So the mental space of it, right, Sally?
Huge. Yeah. Huge.
Yes. Okay. This is so helpful. Do you guys care what I have to say next?
Please share, please. That's why we join, is because we need to get out of our own heads.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what my thought process is. Like, honestly, I just wrote down all these things, and like, Kate, share yours with me too. Like, I really want to know what would be the top of your story.
I can't get anyone to book a party. I realize, yes, I had one yesterday, but that was my first one since I've been here. So, and then the limiting beliefs that I've written down so far, I'm sure I can come up with more, but I'm halfway across the world. Our timing is off. I don't have the products, let alone the catalog. Gosh. But I actually mixed the fall and holiday. I just added some verbiage and added holiday pictures, so I can do it.
And don't they have like the virtual one now too anyways? So like you don't even have to mail it to people. There's like the QR code. Is that the little square with the bunch of little, yeah. So like you can
Not
mail,
the link?
not even mail. You could like take a
link.
picture of the QR codes.
Yeah, the link. Yeah. I've been sharing the links too, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know, it's just like in my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to have
It's all
it
the mental.
on my, so I can hold it up, but I don't need it. I know I don't.
So, okay, this is my next thought, you guys, and I know that there are people watching the replay too, but this is so interesting because you guys, like, the direction I thought it was going to go, you just took it in another direction. So thank you for sharing. My first example is like how, how you're afraid of something and you focus on that thing you're afraid of, and like all of a sudden there's monsters hiding in under your bed, and there's really no monster under your bed. We realize that. And so in that case, sometimes you can focus on something so hard and make it so big that you're like, this isn't even a real thing. Like, what is happening? And that's where we can cross it off and say, no, that thought process is BS, because that's not real and it's not serving me. And I'm headed in a direction that I don't want to head in because of my thought process, A lot of the things that I just wrote down from what you were saying, though, I would honestly strongly recommend, and I can't tell you guys to do anything because we're all independent contractors with the right to control our own business. However, you could take that list of what is connected to that limiting belief. And what I just thought of for solutions are business systems.
Mm-hmm.
So what's holding you back is a lack of systems.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Like, I love you ladies that you don't have mental blocks, that you're like, you don't have monsters under the bed. You just need systems to clarify the process, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And that is really exciting because then like the vision and the want, and there are no monsters that we're talking about. Like you just made that so much easier because you have faith and belief and like all the things, but you're running through the details of it, and that's all connected to a system. Jessica, when you're talking about the deals, you need to sit. I mean, I could say this is what you need to do, but like in my mind as you were talking, I'm like, I just thought of systems that could help you, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that we don't know exactly when we start our business, but as you go through things, you're like, yeah, this is a spot that bugs me. I need a system to support me so that this
Mm-hmm.
becomes a routine. When you're talking about, I think 5 of the things was like a mass reach out to your customers because it's fall, reaching out for preferred customer program, reaching out to referrals. I
Mm-hmm.
want
That's
to
all the
share
like
with you.
Scipio thing.
Well, it is, but still you have to think about it, which is energy, but it goes to what I just created for myself in the system of the customer care program. I don't think about who I'm reaching at. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Okay.
And I want to like teach you how to do that because you guys, you should never sit and have to contact 200 people in one day. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, like I'm not going to do that. No way. That's
No
not
wonder
fun.
why you're frantic, right? Because it is frantic sending out all that.
No,
You
but
literally,
like,
like, I literally, most of the time, you guys like this, because it's, for me, I'm like, well, I don't have anything else, so this is what makes the most sense. I like pull up my, my customers app and go to my customers and go, okay, this person, I contact this person on Facebook Messenger. And then I also have a text message one that is open up separate because some people like text message and some people like Facebook Messenger. So then I go through piece by piece and I'm adjusting it every single time I send it to somebody. Because I'm always saying, hey, so and so. I never say like, hey, girl, hey, whatever. Like, I always say their name. So it literally takes me hours. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Yay.
Have you tried the emails, Jessica, on In Touch? Or yeah, In Touch, right?
I don't. I mean, when I sign somebody up for like a new person, then like they have emails, but like that's like the automatic ones, not ones that I personally do.
Sure. So you could hit I think it's American In
E-cards?
Touch
Yeah.
business tools, right?
Yep.
Yeah, e-cards. You can make your own. And it can go to everybody that you have the emails listed to because it'll pop up your customers and you can choose which ones and you just do an email. Like if you're doing the PCP, whichever,
Yeah.
it's just another touch, but you pick the people and they auto generate the name in there for you and you can pick when you want it to
Nice.
send. So like if your kids are in bed at night and you know exactly what you want to say, but you feel like it's too late, nobody will see it and you want them to receive it in the morning, because a lot of people check their phone in the morning. I don't know, whatever. You pick the time that it goes out.
Nice. Okay. Yeah,
So
I
I
didn't know
don't
you could do
know
that.
if that's another
Okay.
that I don't know.
so
If you prefer texting and whatever, but
we're going to go back to mind-blowing matters. You guys ready?
yes, do it.
So I, again, am freaking in love with the fact that all of these things are systems. And Sally, I'm super interested in yours. Like, this is going to be like private conversation stuff. I hope you guys like me and want to talk to me about this stuff. Um, but Jessica, everyone, let's just imagine, like, what if you found the customers who you don't have a phone number for, right? You probably have a group of people you don't have phone numbers for. You message them however your magical system tells you to message them. And you say like, hey, I need your phone number because I'm starting this really cool communication plan. Like, you just tell people what you're doing. You're authentic. That's what I was saying to Paula, like, just be you, and that's who you are. So you grab those people you don't have phone numbers for and say, I'm starting this communication plan. Like, I need your phone number. I'm not telling you have to do Scipio, but it sounds like you need it. Like, I'm just saying, if you want to go where you want to go, you need, like, you can't just sit and message people. You're going to make yourself nutto. And we can't be nutty. So then, like, Scipio will get you started. And the first thing you do is say, hey, this is actually Kate. This is my new Mary Kay business number. Please save this as Kate MK or, Mary Katie or whatever I want to tell people, wherever it is. And then they save that. So some of my customers, they get messages from me as Katie Oni, and then they get messages from me as whatever they send my Mary Kay or whatever they save it as. And then here's the beauty. On my computer, I have the texting service, whichever you choose, up, and I have my customer care plan. And I click however many I want to do that day. And you can customize messages super quick, right? But it's done. And then your job is you've put the work out there and then you're waiting for the responses to come back. But my texting, you guys, I promise you, as a senior sales director, driving a car for free, have been since I was 21, and I'm not 21, I do not spend more than a couple of hours on my business a day. Like, period. I can't go back to teaching because they work too many hours. I don't want to. Like, I make more money here working little hours. Do you guys hear my heart? Like, it is incredible. But I can also tell you that I am really good at finding something that bugs me, and then I make a system so that it's supported. So if there's something that bugs you, you're like, I should not be sitting here for this long. Or like, Kate, you're like, okay, these party things, there's a system that has to happen so that you can do it quicker and more efficiently, right? Like, your time is so precious. So when like, Sally, I applaud you doing your job all day. And I love how I always say other job, but what you do there is super important too, right? But what you do there, and then the fact that you have a will and a want to jump over and to work this business and to become a leader in this company, which is incredible. Like, there has to be, your system isn't as tangible, but it's still a system. You have to have a system to help you with the transition with the bridge. And it has to be something that's so predictable. Like, when I send out pampering packages, you guys, I just need these two things. But it took me a long time to figure out what these two things were. But now if I have a party that needs pampering packages, I can do it so fast. But if you tell someone who's not prepared and doesn't have a system to send out 10 pampering packages, she's going to work on that for a week, right? Whereas I've already sent out the packages and I'm doing 5 million other things, but really I'm at Home Goods because I'm all done with my work. Does that make sense? Because that's where I want to go in the fall. And then I want to go get apple cider. So there has to be a system, whether it be tangible or a mental system, that helps you get through these frustrating, like, limiting beliefs. And you guys, I want you to draw a line in the sand. That is what, like, my plead for you today is. And I want you to say, whatever I think is my limiting belief is not real. Like, this is not enough to hold me back, right? Like, all that stuff, it's real, but it's not a real hairy, scary monster that's enough to hold you back. And so we're going to draw a line in the sand and say, today on October 10th, 2022, I decided to become a problem solver in my business so that I could create the systems to solve the things that bug me, or the things that I'm like, this is too much. It's not too much. You're just trying to do it all in a really messy way, right? Like, messy is overwhelming to me. I can't stand messes. They drive me nuts. And my kids will tell you, like, Mom, I just cleaned my room. I'm like, nope, it's still messy, actually. Still messy, still messy. So we love systems and organization, right? Because they help my brain, and then I don't feel anxious and worried and overwhelmed. And then I want you guys, so please reach out to me and be like, Katie, let's do one-on-one systems coaching. Because I could with all of you, and you'd be like, I already do that, or I don't even care about that system, but we each have something individually that would so help you. And I want to do it. Like I'm telling you, please, I want to work with a willing consultant. That's who I pray for, like people who are willing to figure it out. So if that's you, that'd be so awesome. And then I want you to think about New Year's Eve. I know, Kelly's birthday. New Year's Eve. And I want you to think about today, October 10th, and what happened between those windows. You are either going to have no change in your business and you're making excuses, which aren't real either. Because on October 10th, we could have changed it, right? Like there's a line, like we could have changed something to make New Year's Eve different. And I think New Year's Eve, because it's seminar halftime, right? You could also think Halloween with the end of double credit. Like today can be such a pivotal moment of like, I'm actually taking control of that thing that I think is so strong that's holding me back. And I can realize that I am smart. You're beautiful. But that doesn't really matter in this case. You're smart, you are strong, you are able, you're enough. And you are strategic to slow down, figure something out so that we can launch into actually having things happen that you want to have happen. Does that make sense? So that New Year's Eve, instead of being like, oh, you guys, New Year's Eve could be a place of serious personal growth celebration. Like imagine, just imagine. And Kate's going to celebrate it 5 hours before us. But it's going to be, yes, do it twice. Yes. But it's so important, like actually draw our line in the sand. Those things, like I wrote all your things down on my paper. These things are holding you back right now, but we can be smarter than these things, right? Like we can be stronger than these things and we can make something happen. So good. Ladies, do you track your work throughout the month? That's what Kelly was always going to share every week. Remember? Like if I asked you right now, how many sharing appointments have you done? What would you be able to tell that? Like, would you say, I have no idea? Or do you have a number? Like, okay, you have a number. Do you know how many sharing appointments that you've done so far? Okay, can we do a pinky promise, please? Because I really want you to be a part of something, please. Pinky promise me that you ladies, not through like sitting and messaging 100 people today, because nobody has time for that. Literally,
literally
don't have time for that. That you are going to share to pass it on with 10 people in this month.
Yes.
10. Okay. Yes. Sally, I love it. Yes. Confidence. Yes. Yes. Share with 10. Share with 10. Kate, can I just say, switch your thinking from parties to facials real quick. You need to gain confidence working, period, across the world, this big place we're in. So switch real quick the script in your mind. If I only did parties, I wouldn't work very much, but I do a lot of facials, right? A lot of them. And those are actually really, really beneficial. So when you do 10 sharing, you guys, in October, I just got off the phone with Mike Strong. You guys know who he is, right? Mike Strong, the president of Diamond Sales Development and Education. The leader.
You would know when you see him or hear him. Yeah.
Yes. The leader of the Mary Kay National Area for us in Diamond. I spent 45 minutes talking to him today. I cried on the phone to him. I explained my story to him. I explained what I'm trying to build. I talked about you. I talked about our team huddles. I shared with him my plan. I shared with him my struggles. I shared with him my frustrations. And he asked me one question. And then he wants to get you involved, which is why you have to do 10 sharing. But he asked me a question. He said, Katie, what is Oh, I wrote it down. Anyways, he said, I have a question to ask you. He said, what is the number one most selling product that Mary Kay has sold consistently since the doors opened in 1963? Like, what is that product? What would you guys say?
Eye makeup remover.
That's what I was gonna say, but I was also gonna say mascara
Sally?
or lips.
Makes sense. 63 extra emollient night cream.
Right. Okay. Logistically, Sally's answer is the only one that can make sense because that's the only product they had in
Oh,
1963,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But I said my answer was, what has Mary Kay been selling since 1963? And I said, it's the opportunity.
That's what I wonder. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, yes. And we can even make it smaller. It's hope. We sell hope. So hope for so many things. So when you think about like the sale or the special deals or whatever, it's all connected to giving women hope. And that is so powerful. And I said, Mike, you just helped me so much because I am not naturally motivated by sales. You guys, you know that. I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. But if I have to have an appointment and serve a woman to make her feel better through a product, and then I can teach her how to use that product and opportunity to change her family and her own mental, financial situation, I will sell the thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because what I'm really selling is hope, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so when you do 10 sharing this month, Mike wants to gather. He said, we're going to focus on effort. So let's not make it however many people you recruit, which if you recruit one, you're also a part of it. But let's not make it all on recruiting. Let's make it on sharing. And he wants to have a special conversation with me and my sharing consultants. Sally, you're included. Everyone in this group is included. The people who have the heart and the focus to share. So he wants to talk with us. I have a personal appointment set with him again. Like he wants to know your names. He said, tell me who your recruiters are. Tell me who has a goal. Tell me what their goal is. You guys, that's from corporate, you know, it's important. So let's figure out the systems that are going to support these things that are bugging you. Because this stuff isn't enough to hold you back from achieving the bigger thing. Like this, if you would have said like life-changing things, I wouldn't be so like, we can do it. But looking at this stuff, I'm telling you, we can do it. Okay. This stuff, we can do this. This is doable, right? I don't know how to cure cancer and I hate it. I hate it more than anything else. I don't know how to touch that problem. But this, if this is the problem that's holding you back, I'm telling you, we can do this, right? I love you guys. I believe in you so, so much. Reach out to me individually and share more details so we can dig in together. Does that sound good?
Mhm.
All right. That was a few minutes over, but I think it was worth it. All right. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.